How to differentiate between the flu and a cold. Understanding symptoms and prevention. Every time you feel a scratchy throat, a sneeze, a headache, fatigue, a runny nose, and a persistent cough, you may have caught a virus. But is it influenza, the flu, a virus that constantly mutates, or just one of the 200 strains of the common cold? Understanding the difference is crucial, especially when it comes to severity and treatment. 1. How are the flu and a cold different? Although both are respiratory infections, there are key differences in their symptoms, severity, and how they spread. Symptoms and severity. A cold usually develops gradually with mild symptoms such as nasal congestion, runny nose, sore throat, and mild cough. On the other hand, the flu comes on suddenly and causes high fever, severe body aches, extreme fatigue, and intense coughing. Additionally, the flu can lead to serious complications such as pneumonia and respiratory failure, especially for those with weaker immune systems, including young children, the elderly, pregnant women, and individuals with underlying health conditions. In contrast, a cold rarely leads to complications and typically resolves within a few days. One of the biggest differences between the flu and a cold is fever. If you have the flu, you will almost certainly experience a high fever, above 39 degrees Celsius per 102 degrees Fahrenheit, while a cold rarely causes fever or only results in a slight increase in temperature. Moreover, the flu causes full-body aches and severe headaches, whereas a cold only leads to mild discomfort. 2. The flu can be much more dangerous. The flu is not just an unpleasant illness. It has historically caused deadly pandemics. One of the worst was the 1918 Spanish flu, which spread across the US, Europe, and Asia, affecting 1/3 of the global population and killing 50 million people worldwide. In Spain alone, 8 million people died from the virus. In fact, during World War I, more soldiers died from the flu than from actual combat. This shows how deadly the flu can be if not properly managed. 3. How do cold and flu viruses spread? Both flu and cold viruses spread in similar ways. One of the most common ways is through airborne droplets expelled when an infected person coughs or sneezes. A single sneeze can release 40,000 tiny virus-filled droplets into the air. These droplets can travel up to 2 meters, 6 feet, making anyone nearby a target for infection. Viruses can also survive on surfaces like doorknobs, desks, and phones for at least a day, increasing the risk of indirect transmission. Imagine a scenario. A man on a bus sneezes without covering his mouth, releasing virus particles into the air. A woman sitting nearby inhales the virus and becomes infected. Later, she goes home and transmits the virus to her partner, who then takes it to work, unknowingly infecting co-workers. What's even more concerning is that people touch their faces 3 to 5 times per minute without realizing it, allowing viruses to enter through the eyes, nose, and mouth. 4. Treatment. Should you take antibiotics? Many people believe that antibiotics can help treat the flu or a cold, but this is a dangerous misconception. Antibiotics only work against bacteria, not viruses. Taking antibiotics unnecessarily can lead to antibiotic resistance and weaken your immune system. What medications can help relieve symptoms? Acetaminophen, Tylenol, or ibuprofen helps reduce fever and body aches. Cough suppressants and nasal sprays can help relieve symptoms but do not shorten the duration of the illness. However, the best way to recover is to get plenty of rest, drink fluids, and allow your immune system to fight off the virus naturally. 5. Is the flu vaccine important? Yes, absolutely. The flu vaccine helps your body develop immunity against the virus, reducing the severity of symptoms if you do get infected. If a large portion of the population is vaccinated, even those at high risk, like children and the elderly, receive some level of protection. 6. Do home remedies really work? Vitamin C does not have scientific evidence proving that it prevents colds or the flu. In fact, excessive vitamin C intake can cause stomach pain and diarrhea. Zinc may help shorten a cold by 1 day, but high doses can lead to nausea. Chicken soup might provide comfort and hydration, but its medical benefits remain debatable. 7. How to prevent the flu and colds effectively. Although you cannot completely eliminate the risk of infection, you can significantly reduce your chances of getting sick by adopting these simple habits. Wash your hands regularly for at least 20 seconds with soap and water, especially after touching public surfaces or being around sick individuals. Avoid touching your face, as viruses can enter through your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you're sick to prevent spreading the virus to others. Cover your mouth and nose when sneezing or coughing, ideally with a tissue or your elbow, not your bare hands. Get the flu vaccine every year to protect yourself and those around you. Conclusion: there is no instant cure for the flu or the common cold. Your body must fight off the virus naturally. The best way to protect yourself is to practice good hygiene, boost your immune system, and get the flu vaccine. If you do catch a virus, rest, stay hydrated, and avoid spreading it to others.